The next portion of the 8th Annual WWAAC Awards is presented by PPALM, the Pan-Pacific American Leaders and Mentors Organization.
The WWAAC Awards are very privileged to partner with PPALM, the Pan-Pacific American Leaders and Mentors Organization. We're very fortunate to have with us this evening Michael Yaguchi, the Executive Director at PPALM, and who is also retired Lieutenant Colonel of the United States Air Force. He's currently the Deputy Director for Strategic Planning at the Department of Veterans Affairs. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Michael Yaguchi.
The PPALM Group is made up of military and civilian professionals committed to mentoring and promoting professional development, retention, and the advancement of Asian American Pacific Islander leaders in the active, reserve, the National Guard, as well as Department of Defense civilians, and we have recently opened up to other elements of the federal government. Mentoring is a primary mission and core value of PPALM. We want to capitalize on the wisdom, the insights of role models and experienced individuals who are committed to the development and success of associates or its members. I can think of no one more worthy and experienced than retired Major General Tony Taguba as our #1 role model and mentor at PPALM. With more than 3 decades in the U.S. Army, General Taguba promotes the necessary values, attributes, and skills of a seasoned and successful leader. As you look at the following video, you'll understand more fully why our board unanimously selected Major General Antonio Tony Taguba as the 2013 PPALM's Leaders and Legends honoree.
Antonio Mario Taguba was born in Manila in the Philippines, the son of a Bataan Death March survivor and a nurse's aide at a POW camp. When Tony was 11, his family moved to Hawaii. He graduated from high school there and went on to receive a Bachelor of Arts degree in history from Idaho State University. Upon graduation, he was commissioned as an armor officer and continuing in his military career, becoming only the 2nd Filipino-American general in the United States Army. Major General Taguba also has a room full of degrees from years of higher education. He is a graduate of Webster University with an MA degree in Public Administration, Salve Regina University with an MA degree in International Relations, the U.S. College of Naval Command and Staff with an MA degree in National Security and Strategic Studies, and the U.S. Army War College. Major General Taguba has served in command and staff positions from platoon to general officer level. His service tours and command assignments span more than 3 decades, including service in the continental U.S. at Fort Sill, Oklahoma, Fort Hood, Texas, Fort McPherson, Georgia, Fort Jackson, South Carolina, Alexandria, Virginia, and at the Pentagon. The Major General was deployed in South Korea, Germany, and Kuwait, and served in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom. The Major General has received numerous awards and medals throughout his career, including the Army Distinguished Service Medal, Legion of Merit with 3 Oak Leaf Clusters, Meritorious Service Medal with 6 Oak Leaf Clusters, Army Commendation Medal with 2 Oak Leaf Clusters, Army Achievement Medal with 1 Oak Leaf Cluster, and the Army Staff Identification Badge, among many others. Major General Taguba retired on January 1, 2007, ending a 34-year career of military service. He is currently the president at TDLS Consulting Firm. Congratulations to Major General Tony Taguba for the PPALM Leaders and Legends Award.
Well, it's a good thing my kids are not here that laugh at my kiddie show, you know. God, I was an ugly kid, didn't you think? Well, good evening, everybody. As the last recipient here, they gave me, Sachikoto was kind enough to give me 20 minutes. I'm just kidding. Sorry about that. Thanks, Mike, for your generous introduction. And first of all, I want to thank Sachikoto for her leadership in organizing this marvelous and prestigious annual event, each year an enduring event as we know it today. She and her team are truly remarkable in leading in the WWAAC and for ensuring our community maintain a capacity of having talented leaders to represent our nation for generations to come. I'm especially honored to be one of this year's honorees, and I also want to extend my sincere congratulations to the other distinguished honorees, especially to my dear friend, Donna Cole. Now, my late parents, Tomas and Maria, often reminded me that any recognition that I receive were for naught if I have not helped others achieve success in life or or improve our community to be better for future generations. And I believe their counsel emanated from the hardships and desperation that they experienced during World War II. As the video noted, my dad was a Philippine scout with the U.S. Army during the war in the Philippines. He was captured in April 1942 by the Imperial Japanese Army at that time and suffered as a prisoner of war at the Bataan Death March. My young mother, at 16, was a young woman who was displaced by the war and somehow ended up as a nurse's aide in a prisoner of war camp in Manila. Now, they are infinitely my role models, and as immigrants instilled in me and my siblings the core values of good citizenship and service to nation. So in March 2006, a few friends and I were sitting around having dim sum and thought of how we can help bring forward military and civilian leaders to the forefront and help steer them on their path to advancing in their professional careers. We established the Pan-Pacific American Leaders and Mentors Group in November of 2007 as a venue to provide mentoring and leadership services to the Asian American and Pacific Islander military and civilian leaders. Of course, one of our founding members is here tonight, my good friend, the Executive Director, Lieutenant Colonel Michael Yaguchi, who is an outstanding public servant and still working at the Department of Veterans Affairs and as the Director of the Strategic Planning there, and has contributed very much of his retired life and active duty life serving in public service. And today we have mentors and mentees all the way from Guam and Afghanistan. And as a sideline, one of my favorite members, my senior leaders and my best friend, one of my best friends is Lieutenant General Joe Peterson, who's here tonight all the way from Tucson, Arizona, a WWAAC recipient in 2010, and his lovely wife, Ann. So today we have chapters in Hawaii, Alabama, New York, Maryland, Kansas, and Washington State. And we're not a big organization, but we are nationally recognized for our program. And I think that being a mentor is one of the best investments that we can bring, that we can have in helping others to have a brighter future. Now, many of you have experienced the difficulties in achieving success, but the ultimate satisfaction, I believe, is a sense of pride is when you can inspire and motivate others by helping them create a vision to be successful leaders. And this is a good mark of good citizenship. So I dedicate this honor tonight to my parents for sharing their wisdom with me, and to the mentors who guided me in understanding that service to nation means helping others to come forward and beyond, to lead in our community and represent our community, our country as well. So thank you and congratulations to Sachi and her team. God bless you. God bless our young men and women in harm's way defending our nation, and God bless America. Thank you.
Our next performer is Karen Feng Okura, who is only 17 years old and absolutely amazing. She's been playing the guzheng instrument for 8 years under the direction of Shu Feng Chen. Karen is a member of the Yishang Guzheng Ensemble. She's been performing for years at festivals, private events, and even for charity.
The guzheng has 18 to 23 or more strings that are movable bridges. There are many techniques used, including basic plucking and pressing actions which produce pitch as well as tremolo. These techniques can create sounds similar to cascading waterfalls, thunder, horses' hooves, and even the scenic countryside.
Karen will be performing a Chinese song called Red Flowers All Over the Hills. It's a folk song that was created in the northern part of Shaanxi province of China. Every year in July, villagers enjoy the beautiful scenery of the hills covered with crimson, bright red lilies. During revolutionary times, the song was often used to praise the victory of the Red Army in liberating the villagers in the Shaanxi province. Please welcome Karen Okura Feng.
Karen Feng Okura. Congratulations. Thank you. And thank you so much to Renee and Archith. We couldn't have done this without you. All those hours of work, thank you so much. And to all of our honorees, please come on out. And to our generous sponsors, you know that we could not put on a production like this without your generous funding year after year. Thank you for believing in the Asian community. Thank you for believing in the WWAAC Awards. And we'll see you back for the 9th annual Who's Who in Asian American Community Awards next year. Thank you, and God bless you all. Thank you.